It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. Thousands plan on seeing Taylor Swift in concert at Rupp Arena tonight, but arena officials are warning about ticket issues. We'll tell you how to avoid that issue coming up.
Police are investigating after a man was taken to UK hospital with lacerations to the stomach. We've got the details from police straight ahead.
And Lexington police say the second suspect in a violent home robbery has been arrested. Coming up, we'll tell you how he was caught.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you from WKYT. Welcome in on this Tuesday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's get a first look at our forecast on this Tuesday with Micah.
Well, we're looking outside this morning and seeing pretty clear conditions. Nothing really going on. And you know what? It's not as cold as we have seen the past couple of mornings. There you go, 39 and 36 down in Harlem. But those are really the cold spots. Other than that, we're in the 40s, 48 degrees right now in Frankfort. And that goes for Danville, Richmond, Mount Sterling. Go up 64 toward Moorhead. We're sitting there in the mid-40s. By the afternoon, 68. This is going to be a really nice feeling day, especially late in the afternoon. And then once the sun goes down, we'll get chilly once again. I'll show you a big warm-up, though, in your forecast coming up.
Okay, we'll take that, and we thank you.
Yeah, new this morning, we've learned the identity of the two suspects involved in an armed robbery in Somerset.
Somerset police say 49-year-old Albert Swihart and 33-year-old Lindsay Cox robbed the Goodwill in the Tradewind Shopping Center with a gun about 8 o'clock last night. Shortly after the robbery, police say some officers were able to locate the suspects nearby and started chasing them. Police say once the man was cornered, he shot and killed himself in the driveway of a home on West Columbia Street. Police say they did not fire any shots. No one else was injured. Police are still looking for the woman this morning.
And police are investigating this morning after a woman shot and killed her husband in Marion County. Lebanon police say that Rebecca Fisher called 911 early Saturday morning saying her husband, Mike, shot her at their home on West Main Street. Police say the shooting may have been the result of a domestic dispute. They say Rebecca Fisher suffered injuries to her face. Investigators are still trying to figure out if the shooting was self-defense or attempted murder.
She was emotionally upset, from my understanding, when the officers arrived, as well as dispatch were stating that she was pretty upset.
At this time, no charges have been filed. Police say the couple had domestic issues in the past.
Police in Powell County are investigating this morning after a man was seriously injured in a possible stabbing. It happened late last night at a home along Hardwicks Creek Road near Clay City. State police say they didn't know much about the case at the point we called them this morning, but they say that a man was airlifted to UK hospital with lacerations to his stomach. There's no word this morning if they have any suspects. And this morning, state police say they have made an arrest in a case that goes back 6 years. Police have charged Harlan County Magistrate James Howard with misuse of confidential information and abuse of public trust. They say his arrest is in connection to 5 checks that police say Howard issued to a company that he manages. Police say more arrests are possible in connection to the case. In a statement, Howard says he didn't do anything wrong.
Lexington police say the second suspect wanted for a violent robbery has been arrested. Police say 18-year-old Jonathan James showed up at the police roll call office on Center Parkway with a gunshot wound yesterday afternoon. He was taken to the hospital but later charged with robbery. Police say James and 18-year-old Rayvon Brown were involved in a robbery earlier that day at a home on Windy Knoll Drive near the intersection of Manowar and Armstrong Mill. Investigators say the men tried to rob 3 people inside the home, but in the process, James was shot. James was able to get away, but the victims overpowered Brown and held him there until police arrived. Brown also charged with robbery. Investigators say the suspects and victims knew each other. One of the victims was charged with a drug-related offense.
Lexington police say a woman was sent to the hospital after a group of teenagers crashed into her while out on a joyride. Police say a 15-year-old took his mother's car yesterday while she was asleep. They say his 12-year-old brother and 17-year-old sister also went along for the ride. Police say the teens' careless driving caused them to crash into another car on Deauville Drive in the Cardinal Valley neighborhood. A woman in the car that was hit had to be cut out of it. She was taken to the hospital and only had minor injuries. No one else was injured, and police say the 15-year-old was cited for driving without a license.
A man is dead this morning after crashing his off-road vehicle in Madison County. Fayette County coroner says 25-year-old Willis Danley died at UK hospital late yesterday afternoon. Just after midnight Sunday, investigators say Danley crashed his utility task vehicle near the intersection of Bogey Mill Road and Mule Shed Lane. That's west of Richmond. Police are still trying to figure out what led to the accident.
Although an explosion destroyed an entire home, a Corbin man says he is just thankful to still be alive. Arnold Stevens was inside the residence Saturday afternoon when an explosion leveled it. He says he was just stepping out of the shower when he heard the explosion. He felt the ground shake and saw all the damage. Stevens was treated for minor burns but has since been checked out of the hospital.
All I know, I thank God he was there with me watching over me. He's the reason I'm here today. So.
Firefighters think a gas leak may have caused Stevens' home to explode.
Well, the federal government is concerned about the growing number of drone accidents. Now they're working on a plan to integrate the aircrafts into the national airspace system. While drones continue to grow in popularity, accidents are becoming more consistent. Just here in Lexington, a drone crashed onto the roof of the Fifth Third building 2 months ago. A UK student will be in court today for a drone crash at Commonwealth Stadium during the football team's home opener. The FAA hopes if drones are registered, then owners will fly more responsibly and reduce the number of drone-related accidents.
A lot of people really don't know that there's any sort of rules or regulations about flying. They grab it and they take it out of the box and they try to fly it. Accidents happen.
Yesterday, the FAA and the Department of Transportation announced a task force to figure out how to best register drones. That task force will give the FAA and the Department of Transportation their recommendations by November 20th.
Should marijuana be legalized for medical purposes in Kentucky? That question was addressed at a town hall forum in Scott County last night. People in favor of legalizing medical marijuana in Kentucky say it can help people battling painful and serious illnesses.
This is the 6th venue we've had this year. We're trying to educate people all over the state about the goodness of medical marijuana.
Earlier this year, a bill that would have made medical marijuana legal in Kentucky stalled out in the state legislature. So far, 23 states and the District of Columbia have legalized the use of medical marijuana.
The first U.S.-built Lexus vehicle rolled off the assembly line at the Toyota plant in Georgetown yesterday. The new assembly line at the plant will now start building the Lexus ES 350 model. Toyota invested $360 million in the project, which also added more than 700 new jobs. The plant plans to build 50,000 of the cars each year. Toyota says that the first ES 350 will stay at the Georgetown plant and be put on display.
All right, beautiful vehicle. Says a whole lot about the workmanship over there at the Georgetown plant. Well, thousands of Taylor Swift fans will be filling up Rupp Arena tonight for her much-anticipated concert. But arena officials are warning folks about some possible ticket challenges.
Not only do they have an alert about counterfeit tickets, they say the new print-at-home tickets can cause quite a few problems as well. Monique Blair has more on what you need to know before tonight's concert.
Taylor Swift's Tuesday night concert at Rupp Arena is sold out, and her fans had several ways of getting their hands on the much-desired tickets.
For lower level, they're so expensive, and it's like, I bet we can just look on Craigslist and see what we can find, and we got them for face value.
But Rupp Arena officials announced Monday evening that they're concerned about an issue that plagues the concert industry. When tickets are bought through secondary markets, it's common that they are counterfeit.
The Craigslist ad seemed very personable. It wasn't just like 2 tickets this price. They went into full detail of like where they were. And
I think it said, I am a real person. It all seemed very valid.
Rupp Arena officials advise concert goers who bought their tickets on a secondary market to arrive early Tuesday in an effort to make sure your ticket is valid. Rupp Arena officials also say since tickets went on sale almost a year ago, the number of lost or misplaced tickets increases, and the new print-at-home tickets can present unique challenges.
I've gotten tickets from online sources before and you print them out, and you never really know if they are valid, if someone just, I don't know, made a copy or did something, but these are, actual tickets that they will have to tear off.
In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
And Rupp Arena says the best advice they can give anyone is to buy tickets through the Rupp Arena ticket office or through Ticketmaster. So I'm sure a lot of folks excited about tonight's big concert.
I'm sure those who have legitimate tickets will have a great time, no doubt about that. 4:40 is the time. It's 20 before 5 on WKYT this morning, and we're just getting started on your Tuesday.
Sending a thank you note's always appreciated, but when is it absolutely necessary? Moms Every Day will break it down after the break.
We're much better feeling this morning. You're sitting there in the 40s, and as we get into the afternoon, it gets more and more pleasant as we go throughout the day. I'll get into that forecast coming up next.